Welcome back to the show where I spotlight mocks from across the Bionicle community. And today we're going to be talking about exotic color schemes. Yeah, everything from cool looking colors that are relatively easy to obtain, and then much rarer colors that maybe only appeared in a few sets. Stuff that you may not own, or you're lucky enough to have a little bit. And then I'll give you ideas for how you can use it. So let's check it out. We'll kick off the episode with Moko and his mech that is titled MF011 Dragoon. Metallic gold. Yeah, that is such a gorgeous color, and it might just be the best color that LEGO is making today. That metallic shine is exquisite. And thankfully the color is getting more and more common these days. Yeah, it's appearing in actually a fair few sets. And how grand does it look on this royal knight-like armor with angelic wings? This is a cool mech. So these wings are made out of some old Technic elements that came in this Technic Star Wars C-3PO. This is an older set, but if you live in the US, when I was over there, I saw so many of them for sale at Bricks and Minifigures stores. And most of them were reasonably priced. Most of them. So hey, you might be able to pick one of these up today. Potentially. Obviously it varies from store to store. And all of these other gold system pieces, they appear in a set like the Infinity Gauntlet set, which is one of the best parts packs ever, especially if you want gold. Now I believe this set is still in production, technically. I saw it for sale in both Europe and Dubai earlier this year. It's a very good one to pick up. Now we've got even more classic metallic gold pieces. You can see on the torso, this like horse armor piece. This is used on the heads of these horses in a set like this one. I believe this came out in 2010, I think. So look, you could get metallic gold pieces in old sets, in very old sets, and in a bunch of modern sets as well. If you get a bunch of these types of pieces together, you can create something awesome like this. And one of the best things about this, a bit of trans dark blue. How nice does that look up against the gold? If you wanted these pieces in trans dark blue, you could get them in an Ninjago set like this. And actually they were used as wings as well. Hey, look at this, it's so dope. The swords for spikes on the head. The layered, beautiful armor. This is a work of art. Over to Lovely Comfort by Dark Nova 3529. Well, this one is certainly unique, and not just because of the gorgeous teal. No, this creation is actually inspired by, those like blankets with animal heads on them that a lot of like children and babies have. It's not something I expected a mock to be based off of, but hey, inspiration comes in weird places. This is great. So the first thing you probably noticed here is the teal cloth on the lower section. Well, this element actually appeared in an Ninjago dragon set. The wings are green here, but on the other side, they are teal. In fact, if you look a little closer, you can see some of the green poking out of the bottom. This is a great reminder to turn over your pieces, flip them around, turn them inside out. Place them in ways that LEGO did not intend for you to place them. Doing so can give you some very unexpected results, like a giant piece of teal cloth. We also see the combination of this cloth alongside some of these teal leaf pieces being used for fingers. What a good idea. If you wanted to pick up these pieces in teal, they appeared on the wings of this Dreams LEGO set. Yeah, teal is getting a lot more common these days. Back in the day it used to be quite rare, especially because there was a period of time where the color was not in production, and thankfully it came back from the dead. Oh, but one other teal piece. This giant sphere on the head. Well, this is actually a LEGO piece. This ball, it came in one of the old LEGO Technic competition sets. This one in particular. Now, sadly, this ball is not cheap. It's like $20 to $30 if you want to pick just this piece up. Hey, still, if you happen to have one in your collection, it's your lucky day. And it looks pretty good for a head, doesn't it? Now for Matt Goldberg and this Steam Spider creation. So this uses a bunch of dark orange pieces. Now dark orange isn't all that common in Bionicle sets. It's not even all that common in system sets either, but it's starting to pop up a little bit more. But you've got a set like G2 Pahatu, And he actually comes with a nice helping of dark orange. It's pretty good. You can actually see a lot of those pieces here, you know, the mask for the head, the limbs, the body, they're made out of dark orange pieces too. It's good. But dark orange, it also crops up in a handful of other Bionicle sets. These Liwa blades here, for the spider legs, these are actually the wings on the Guku bird. And then we've got a set like Huki. He's got a dark orange mask too, and a few other pieces. So sometimes, you know, if you want to play with a cool color, you need to pick up a few different sets that are only going to have a small handful of pieces. But when you pull them together, you can end up with a surprisingly big supply. And now you can build cool stuff with it. You just gotta scavenge a little bit. Because I mean, look at this. It's sick. Oh yeah, and there's a few system elements in here too, like these pillars. They're being used for blasters. Now these appeared in some Orient Expedition Lego sets, and they were just used as pillars. So yeah, it is also worth looking around in some system sets. Bionicle sets might come with, you know, a few pieces in exotic colors, but not enough. You might need to dip into a few other areas to get a little bit more. Oh, but one other piece. These eyes. They are magenta spikes that came from the set Chroma Stone. Yeah, it's a Ben 10 set. Always a good day when we get to talk about Ben 10. Now, I think you get 7 of them in this one set, and that's the only way you can get them. Annoyingly, the cost of them is like $1 to $2 each, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot of money, but if you want to pick up a whole bunch of these pieces, it's going to add up very, very quickly. But I mean, look at that pop of magenta up against the dark orange. It's gorgeous. Sometimes paying a little bit more for a certain piece can be worth it. Oh, and hey, I mentioned before going to a bricks and minifigures store to pick up that C3PO. Well, I've been to a few bricks and minifigures stores where they've had Ben 10 for sale, and sometimes they price it incredibly cheap. So cheap, in fact, that you can buy a set like Chroma Stone, and all of the magenta spikes that are included are worth more than you're paying for. That's something to keep an eye out for next time you go to a used Lego store. I've seen a few examples of these being priced way less than they should be, and then the value of the pieces makes them a pretty good deal. And finally, Grayson has used a fairly rare color. This is metallic green. It only appeared in a few sets, one of which is this brilliant Technic set. So look, not a common color, but man, how good does it look? Especially when you pair it with purple, and even pairing it with a prototype Gelu mask. Ooh, very nice. But check it out. The torso, this is Onawa Uniter's torso. It's got that lovely gold and purple printing on the front, and the gold of that looks nice with the gold armor. But in this context, the gold print does look a little bit more metallic green. What an unexpected combination. It's beautiful. You know, sometimes a printed piece can have a slightly off color, so it is worth checking your collection of printed and stickered elements. Maybe just place them alongside a few exotic colors, and you might find a few things that look quite nice next to each other. I mean, how good does it look here? So that has been some awesome creations that play with some pretty exotic colors. Maybe this is your sign to play around with some funky colors that you haven't really messed around with yet. Now hey, if you want to see more creations like the ones I showed you today, be sure to take a look at the links below. And if you'd like to see your mock featured on the show, you can submit it to the submission email. It's on your screen right now. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, happy building, and bye for now. You also got to take a look at the pick-a-brick bins in bricks and minifigures. Great way to find rare parts that shouldn't be in those bins.